like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth on LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, you guys, so press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Got a mic check, man. Press 1 if you guys can hear me in the comment section, man. Bro, this is a bad look for Skip Bayless, man. This is a bad look for Skip Bayless. Y'all can hear me? All right, man. So salute to everybody that's tapped in, man. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all share this video, too, man. Make sure y'all share this video on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Share this video. Let me tell y'all something, man. So we saw the lawsuit just come out around Skip. We saw the lawsuit that just came out around Skip. Hunt 9, I don't care about what Tony's doing right now. I want to talk about Skip Bayless. Hunt 9, let's talk about Skip. Skip Bayless. Man, bro. Dog. There was a lot of people that was capping for Skip. Now, in that lawsuit, the lady alleged that Skip basically pressed herself on him. She alleged that Skip Bayless, offered her $1.5 million to have a sexual, type of situation with her. She accused Skip of being, aggressive, as far as his approach with her and trying to court her. And she's accused of Skip of basically blaming her and accusing her of having sex with his co-host on FS1, Shannon Sharp. A lot of people on the internet came out and said, oh, no, this is cap. Nah, Skip ain't putting no 1 point something million up, man. Skip ain't going to do that, man. Steven ain't snitched. He went viral yesterday. Last night he came out and, and remember, Stephen A. worked with Skip at ESPN as well. And Stephen A. Smith came out and said, oh, no, I don't know that Skip. I've never seen that Skip before. That Skip, he was real quiet and always reserved and never let anybody in his personal life. I never seen anything about that about Skip. Well, somebody has, and his name is Jay Crawford. And now the audio or video has resurfaced of Jay Crawford. Jay Crawford has basically... There's a video of him now that's going viral again. And this might end up bad for Skip Bayless. Because Jay Crawford has came out. Basically, there was a situation at ESPN. Jay Crawford used to be the host of Cold Pizza. That was a show before Stephen A. Smith came on that show. That was a show between Skip Bayless and Woody Page. And Jay Crawford was the moderator. Jay Crawford was sort of like doing the job that y'all saw the girl right here do on FS1 Undisputed, Joy Taylor. But he was a man that was doing the job on ESPN. And then he shifted from Skip Bayless and Woody Page to Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. Now, it's real bad for Skip Bayless because Jay Crawford has come out. The video has come out now again of Jay Crawford explaining the situation that had happened in the past between Skip Bayless and Woody Page. Now, Woody Page was Skip Bayless's co-host. He was a white guy. You guys can look him up on Google after this video is over with. And Woody Page and Skip Bayless basically had a nasty breakup on the show. Basically, what happened is that Woody Page and Skip Bayless were not getting along on the show for a while. And so Skip Bayless allegedly said something, according to Jay Crawford, in the meeting that threw him back. And I'm going to let him tell you what he said, because this right here, it looks real bad on Skip Bayless, because this video is now going viral. It didn't even go viral the first time it was out, but it's going viral today. And we're going to get right into this, because Skip Bayless, man, bro, this is real bad look, man.
On the actual story where they came to blows, and I think it said they ended up outside the studio on the New York City streets. Like, that's not exactly how it happened. But I still got a big kick out of reading it, being there and watching it firsthand, because what happened in the meeting, it just randomly came up. Skip somehow leans back in his chair, and he said, "I've had more sex than everybody in this room."
Now, let me stop this right there. Stephen A. Snitch said last night on his show, he's never heard Skip Bayless talk about anything. Skip Bayless has always been private, this, that, and the third. Jay Crawford says that in the situation that happened between Woody Page and Skip Bayless, when they infamously got into a fight backstage because Woody Page dared bring some of the things that Skip said behind the scenes up that I guess wasn't supposed to go on national TV, Skip Bayless ended up allegedly getting into this fight with Woody Page, and that was pretty much the end of their show. But Jay Crawford, who seems to be a reputable man, he says that Skip Bayless open-handedly in this meeting backstage at ESPN said that I've had more sex than all of you guys in here. Unbelievable. And he said he was taken aback when Skip said that. And this wasn't that just came out today, like Monday Morning Quarterback. He said this already in an interview, and the video came out. Let's say it one more time for y'all can hear this.
I still got a big kick out of reading it, being there and watching it firsthand, because what happened in the meeting, it just randomly came up. Skip somehow leans back in his chair, and he said, "I've had more sex than everybody in this room." And we were all looking at him like, first of all, what kind of thing is that to say? You know, like we're not in junior high. Secondly, apropos of nothing we were talking about, Woody may have been, bragging about a conquest or something, and Skip just shoots him down by saying, "You have no idea." And so from that point, it comes up on the air, which stunned me. But Woody...
So it comes up on the air, and that's the reason why they end up getting in a fight. And so now it puts into perspective now, in my opinion. Now, this shows a different side. And for people to say some people are jealous of Skip's success, that is not true. This man was asked, BX Mel, we're not going to do that capping on this channel. This man was asked what happened with the situation with Woody Page and Skip Bayless. There was an infamous situation with Woody Page and Skip Bayless where they got into a fight backstage, allegedly, at ESPN over some problems they had on set. Well, Skip Bayless, according to Jay Crawford, would say certain things backstage. And the things he said backstage, sometimes Woody Page would use against him on set. So that is what caused the fight that day, allegedly. And Skip got so upset that Woody Page said this on air, because Skip would always dig in at Woody Page, apparently, and just say little crazy stuff to Woody Page on the show. And then, right? Mind you, this came out before this whole allegation, this video, right? So, sir, I'm sorry, sir, you're wrong. This video right here came out before this allegation. This video has now resurfaced and went viral, because everything in the past now that was out is now going to come back out and go viral again as people start digging and scraping the internet for all of these different things. The same thing with the Emmanuel Acho video that he erased, right? With Joy, speaking on Joy Taylor, that he erased the other day after this situation hit the fan, and everybody saw he erased it, but they had already screenshotted that video. But Skip Bayless, who everybody was saying, "Oh man, I don't believe he could do this. I don't think Skip was like that. I don't think Skip was like," his white co-host, or excuse me, his co-host, Jay Crawford, right? Jay Crawford. And to the person who said he didn't say nothing beforehand, don't want to hear it now, that's a lie. This video was from beforehand. Janet Jackass, Maxima 347. This video was not now. This video was beforehand. This video was in the past. This was not now of Jay Crawford revealing this information. You damn fool. If you listen to the video, you'll understand. So this is not Monday morning quarterback. I'm coming out hating on Skip. This is the audio that have resurfaced. Now putting everything into perspective because Skip's professionalism, people were saying, oh, Skip's the ultimate professional. He could never do anything like that. He would never say anything like that. I never heard him say anything like that. Well, his co-host said he took him back with those comments about, yeah, I've had more sex than all of you guys. You wouldn't know. Huh. You wouldn't even know. And now he was explaining, not even trying to hate on Skip, but he was explaining the truth behind why Woody Page and Skip Bayless got into a fight. The reason why Woody Page and Skip Bayless got into a fight, according to Jay Crawford, is because when Skip said that backstage, Skip and Woody Page were already getting to it on set. So Woody Page used that little nugget against Skip on air, allegedly. And that set Skip off, and that's what made them fight off the air. Nobody knew now that this would resurface now, and this information would come out on Skip Bayless, right? Right? So again, Jay Crawford, right, is just saying what happened in that situation with Woody Page. But now that this lawsuit is out against Skip Bayless, and Skip Bayless is silent without any word to say about this lawsuit, he's ignoring it like it's not even out here. This audio has resurfaced of Jay Crawford. When Stephen A. Smith came out last night and said, I've never heard Skip ever talk like this. He's professional. He's locked in. He stays to himself. He never reveals himself to anybody. Never talks about his private life. And now these videos and audios are starting to resurface on Skip Bayless. Let's let you hear it.
The New York City streets, like, that's not exactly how it happened. But I still got a big kick out of reading it, being there and watching it firsthand, because what happened in the meeting, it just randomly came up. Skip somehow leans back in his chair and he said, I've had more sex than everybody in this room. And we were all looking at him like, first of all, what kind of thing is that to say? You know, like, we're not in junior high. Secondly, apropos of nothing we were talking about, Woody may have been, bragging about a conquest or something, and Skip just shoots him down by saying, you have no idea. And so from that point, it comes up on the air, which stunned me. But Woody would do that. Woody would take the thing that should have been left in the meeting room and bring it to TV. Sometimes it was gold, sometimes it wasn't. But in this particular case, somehow it got brought up on, and I'm just sitting there between them going, what are we going to do now? And the way I remember it, and it's been years, the way I remember it, they sort of came together like in a jostling for the cameras kind of way. Like, just sort of, grabbing each other. And then Woody had this thing that he always used to do where he would trip on purpose on camera for a response. He was really good at drawing attention to himself. And I think what Woody did for the cameras as we were going to commercial break was he tried to make it seem like it was more than what it was. But we went to commercial break, and then it got not serious, but they were kind of tussling. But it didn't go outside the studio, outside the green room, right, outside our Manhattan offices into the streets of New York. Like, it was nothing even close to that.
So, Jay Crawford, without knowing at that time that this lawsuit was going to come out years later, or any of this stuff, he said that out of the blue, Skip Bayless was in the meeting at ESPN behind the stage in a private meeting, and in front of them brought up his sexual activities and exploits, how much sex he allegedly had. Now, this is Jay Crawford who said this, right? Now, this goes to shoot down the narrative of all these people that have came out capping, saying, "Oh, well, Skip Bayless, he would never. He's always professional, man. He sticks to sports, man." Well, a guy who was there, who was behind the scenes, said Skip Bayless threw him off guard because Skip Bayless brought up his sexual activity exploits in a meeting where it didn't have anything to do with it. So now these type of videos are what's going to happen is this is the type of stuff that's going to help this woman in her case, in my opinion. It's going to help this woman that's accusing Skip Bayless kind of set a precedent to say, look, this is exactly what happened. You understand what I'm saying? Because Jay Crawford said the reason why Skip Bayless and Woody Page got into a fight is because you already know Skip was like going crazy, going hard on TV on the hot topics. But Woody would take stuff that was said in the back meeting and say it on air. And apparently he said this on air and Skip wasn't having it. Straight like that. So everybody that came in here capping for Skip, Stephen A. Snitch and all y'all, saying that y'all, well, Jay Crawford in a research surface audio said that in that meeting at ESPN, he said Skip threw him back when he brought up out of the blue that he had more sex than all of them. Competition type of talk. I'll play it again for you.
Thought number 3. On the actual story where they came to blows, and I think it said they ended up outside the studio on the New York City streets. Like, that's not exactly how it happened. But I still got a big kick out of reading it, being there and watching it firsthand, because what happened in the meeting, it just randomly came up. Skip somehow leans back in his chair and he said, "I've had more sex than everybody in this room." And we were all looking at him like, first of all, what kind of thing is that to say? You know, like we're not in junior high. Secondly, apropos of nothing we were talking about, Woody may have been, bragging about a conquest or something, and Skip had more sex than everybody in this room. I still got a big kick out of reading it, being there and watching it firsthand, because what happened in the meeting, it just randomly came up. Skip somehow leans back in his chair and he said, "I've had more sex than everybody in this room." And we were all looking at him, it just randomly came up. Skip somehow leans back in his chair and he said, "I've had more sex than everybody in this room." And we were all looking at him like, first of all, what kind of thing is that to say? Like we're not in junior high. Secondly, apropos of nothing we were talking about, Woody may have been, bragging about a conquest or something, and Skip just shoots him down by saying, "You have no idea." And
you have no idea. Well, Skip, I'd like you to answer that video that Jay Crawford had that has resurfaced and now beginning to go viral, Skip. Skip, you're ignoring these allegations online, and we just want to hear your response to the allegations that have been brought out against you, sir. You have been accused of sexually harassing this woman. You have been accused of propositioning this woman, and you have been accused of offering this woman money in exchange for sexual activity, which could be considered as prostitution. Skip, that is what that woman is accusing you of. I don't know why Skip Bayless, who has always stepped up to answer and said he's always ready to embrace debate, but will duck this topic and will hide on this topic. You understand? But now the narrative that Skip Bayless could not and would not speak like this and talk like this is now officially brought into question, ladies and gentlemen, because his co-host on ESPN Cold Pizza, the show before they turned the name to First Take, said that Skip Bayless, without any provocation in a meeting, brought up his sexual activity and stated he had more sex than everybody that was in that room in that meeting. Make it make sense.
I still got a big kick out of reading it, being there and watching it firsthand, because what happened in the meeting, it just randomly came up. Skip somehow leans back in his chair and he said, "I've had more sex than everybody in this room." And we were all looking at him like, first of all, what kind of thing is that to say? You know, like we're not in junior high. Secondly, apropos of nothing we were talking about, Woody may have been,
So, again,
bragging about a conquest or something, and Skip just shoots him down by saying, "You have no idea."
You have no idea. Now, remember everybody was telling y'all Skip just left Fox? He left Fox. He quit. Remember I was telling y'all I thought Skip got fired, and you had some dudes that know everything. You know, a dude that says, "Hey man, Skip didn't get fired, he left." No. Good old Skipper, it looks like he may have gotten fired. That's what it looks like. And we're going to find out the truth very, very, very soon. Because in that lawsuit, that woman alleges that good old Skip Bayless got fired. And Jay Crawford, Skip's ex-co-host, the moderator of Cold Pizza, said that out of anywhere, and Stephen A. Snitch, I hope you're reading and listening to this video because I'd like you to answer this, Stephen A. What about what Jay Crawford said? Jay Crawford hosted you and Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Snitch. So, will you vouch for the character of Jay Crawford, Stephen A. Smith? Will you vouch for the character of Jay Crawford, Stephen A. Snitch? Remember, you and Skip were both on this show, First Take. And Jay Crawford, who you both know, Skip, or Stephen A., we want to know, the people would like to know, because Skip Bayless has been very silent about this situation. But with this tape coming out, now the media, the public, the fans would like to hear a response from Skip Bayless as Skip commentates on many people, many different things. Skip has commented on. If I'm not mistaken, the Ray Rice situation and many other situations, the Kyrie Irving situation and many other situations. But now, for some reason, Skip Bayless is silent. When if you go look at his social media, everybody is wondering why Skip Bayless is ducking this smoke and this situation. All of you guys who didn't know, you didn't know the details of the history of Jay Crawford, the man in the middle, Stephen A. Snitch, and Skip Bayless. Maybe this will refresh your memory. That is Jay Crawford. That is Stephen A. Snitch. And that is Skip Bayless. All on the same screen at ESPN. First and 10 at that time. Before it turned into ESPN. First Take. Skip, the people want answers. They have questions. And we would like to know, since that Jay Crawford video has resurfaced and went viral online, we would all like to know, what is your stance and what do you have to say about these accusations from this woman against you? And also, the statements that were prior made by Jay Crawford, unrelated to this case, about you and you allegedly in a meeting with ESPN talent and execs stating that you had more sex than everybody in that room. We would like to know, Skip, you are being accused of some treacherous things by this woman right here on the right-hand side of your screen, Skip. And we just want to know. Skip has never been a guy in his entire career to back down to anything. When Jalen Rose called Skip Water Pistol Pete Jr., Skip Bayless went in for days. And we never saw Jalen Rose the day after that on ESPN First Take for years. Skip Bayless had a career going at it with Richard Sherman. Had a career going at it with the other football player, the defensive player. I believe he played for the Baltimore Ravens. I can't remember his name. It was so long ago. Skip Bayless had a career going after Kyrie Irving. Skip Bayless said that the N-word was the most vile word, and he never stood up for racism. But this woman said that you asked her, isn't your father Muslim? Didn't he have 3 or 4 wives? When she told you, Skip, you have a wife, is what she alleged against you, Skip Bayless. Terrell Suggs. Yes, sir. You guys, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all feel. Why is Skip Bayless not responding? Why is Skip Bayless not responding to these allegations? Why is Joy Taylor, Emmanuel Acho, Charlie Dixon, Mr. Diaz all quiet? Why is that? Those are the questions we all would like answers to. You guys, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all feel. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. And I love to see what the comments have to say about this. And remember, Jay Crawford didn't just say this when the allegations came out. This video was already out long before these allegations. It didn't go viral. But now, since these allegations came out, and numerous people were saying that Skip could never do anything like this, he doesn't talk like this. Well, Jay Crawford said that in a meeting at ESPN with Woody Page and others, including himself, Skip Bayless openly bragged about it. And if you don't hear it one more time, for your mind.
Being there and watching it firsthand, because what happened in the meeting, it just randomly came up. Skip somehow leans back in his chair and he said, I've had more sex than everybody in this room. And we were all looking at him like, first of all, what kind of thing is that to say? It just randomly came up. Skip somehow leans back in his chair and he said, I've had more sex than everybody in this room. And we were all looking at him like, first of all, what kind of thing is that to say? You know, like we're not in junior high. I've had more sex than everybody in this room. And we were all looking at him like, first of all, what kind of thing is that to say? You know, like we're not in junior high. Secondly, apropos of nothing we were talking about, what kind of thing is that to say? It just randomly came up. Skip somehow leans back in his chair and he said, I've had more sex than everybody in this room. And we were all looking at him like, first of all, what kind of thing is that to say? You know, like we're not in junior high. Secondly, apropos of nothing we were talking about, Woody may have been, bragging about a conquest or something, and Skip just shoots him down by saying, you have no idea.
All right, you guys, so we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel. and subscribe to our podcast show, you'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.